Hi everyone, my name's Jim Leitz, and I'm a special education teacher here in central Wisconsin. Over the past 10 years, I've been teaching students with special needs at the middle school level. I'm also a part of Grand Canyon University, their graduate program, and I'm currently in Dr. Susan Meyer's SPD-500 class. Today, I'm going to review a process that I personally enjoy, and that's the IEP process. During this short video, I hope to inform all of you on what the IEP means to parents and guardians of students with special needs. First of all, we'll talk about what the parents or guardian's involvement looks like in the IEP process. Now, I try to emphasize to all the parents of the students on my caseload that they are just as big of a member of the IEP team as I, the educator, am. I'm held by law to involve you as much as possible in the IEP decisions and changes. It is your responsibility to clearly communicate with me on what you are observing with your child and what you feel needs to be addressed while I am providing services to them. Next, let's talk about the referral process. Now, once a doctor or parent or educator observes a need or concern, they can refer a student for services. Once this is done, an evaluation team is developed consisting of individuals such as a student's family, a special education teacher, and a school administrator. This team reviews the information and collaborates on what they feel is the best course of action, including if additional assessments are needed for criteria eligibility. Now, if they feel assessments are needed, they then make a plan on which ones are appropriate to conduct. This starts something called an evaluation. After the parent or guardian consents to an evaluation, the recommended testing for the student in the evaluation process occurs, and this is usually completed at school. This process occurs within 60 days of the start of the referral. Based on these assessments, school records, and work samples, the team will reflect on the information. If necessary, a term called eligibility is used. Now, the eligibility occurs at the evaluation IEP meeting. During this meeting, the whole team, including the parent, reviews where the student is currently performing based on the assessments and observations conducted. If a student is displaying a need for services, the educational professionals will explain which eligibility criteria the student falls under. They will also talk about an educational plan and what services will be most beneficial for the student. These components will be listed in the student's individualized education program. The IEP has many components, and though this may be confusing to parents or guardians who are new to the process, there is no need to worry. See, the IEP meeting facilitator will help field any questions you may have or clear up any confusing parts that there may be. It's important to remember that the IEP meeting is a group effort. Everyone invited has an opportunity to ask questions, offer suggestions, or offer thoughts on the changes that they feel need to occur. The IEP starts talking about where the child is currently functioning at. This is called the present level of performance. See, this contains annual goals and objectives aimed at improving the information given in this section. The IEP talks about special education and related services that the school personnel will provide. These services include any modifications or accommodations that need to occur to make the child's educational environment as successful as possible. This plan ensures that the student is receiving services in the least restrictive environment and that free and appropriate public education is being conducted with the child. Next, let's talk a bit about communication. See, when a child attends schooling and is receiving special education services, there are expectations for ongoing communication that need to occur between the teacher and the school. Educators need to give quarterly reports 4 times during the school year that discuss the student's progress towards IEP goals and objectives. They also need to hold an annual IEP meeting each year to review the student's IEP with the team and make any changes that may need to be necessary. Finally, it's important that the parents and special educators establish collaborative relationships. By informing each other the observations that they see both at home and at school, a quality and successful program will be established. Now, the final part of today's video talks about the responsibilities that special education teachers need to uphold. As special educators, our job requires us to wear many hats. We'll find ourselves advocating for our students to get them the best educational services possible. We'll find ourselves coaching and teaching our students to achieve the absolute best. We'll be required to reflect and report on our students' successes and needs through the proper and legal process of IEP paperwork. And finally, we'll need to communicate with parents, service providers, and school personnel to make sure our educational programs are absolutely great. To everyone watching this video, I hope you learned a little bit about the IEP process. Please reach out to your child's school personnel if you have any concerns or ideas that may help your child out. I'm proud that I'm a teacher, and I look forward to continuing to my work in this profession. Thank you, everyone. I am Jim Leitz, and this was my presentation for SPD 501. Have a great day.